everybody. I was just stitching out a real dense design. This is what I'm working on right here. And this is what it's going to look like when I'm done with it. So I was in the middle of stitching this design out, and I got that notification that said that my upper thread had to be rethreaded because my thread had shredded. So the first thing that I did was I cut the thread here, and I tried to pull, making sure that my presser foot was in the upright position, and of course it's jammed. So I just wanted to do a real quick tutorial on what to do when you do have a thread jam, how to take your machine apart and put it back together again to clear that jam out. So the first thing that we want to do is remove this part of the cover right here. The screw is in the back, and I will post a picture of that when I edit the video. Once the screw is undone, then you can carefully slide this piece off. And that's what that looks like. The next thing that you'll want to do is slide this cover off right here, and there's a little screw right inside here. This piece is a little bit tricky. And that slides off just like this. Just be careful you don't lose that little screw down inside there. So now we need to take our flashlight and I just wanted to show you, if you look right down in here, let me get that focused. See, there's that big thread stuck right there underneath those plates. So what I need to do is grab my tweezers and pull that out. And that clears the thread path. But let me refocus. Now once that's done, you'll have to put the covers back on. Now there's one thing I want you to notice, because we have the automatic threaders. This post right here, right there, that post has to go in this hole. So when you're putting this cover back on, you really need to make sure that that post goes into this hole right here. Otherwise, this is the automatic threader button right here. Otherwise, your automatic threader won't work. So it takes a little bit of playing around with, but you need to make sure that this upper piece here is aligned right here at the top of number 4, and that the post goes into this hole. So we're going to line up that post first, and then that slides right in. And then you can tighten that screw in the back with your screwdriver. Now the next piece is this little cover here. This takes a little bit there. Well, okay, let me show you one thing. There's a little slot right here. Okay. And there's also a little piece right here. That little piece has to go over that post. So you've just got to make sure that you have all of those things in at the same time. I find it's easiest to try to align that post first. And once you can get that post aligned, the rest will snap right in. It's that post right under here in the back. Then you can take your screw and your screwdriver, and you can put that screw back in there where that belongs. So that's pretty much it. What the problem with not getting that big gob of thread out of there is that if you leave it in there and try to re-thread your machine, it could cause all kinds of knotting and shredding and that type of thing. And that's the thread that we got out. So that's the knot that was in my machine. Definitely don't want to leave that in there. Anyway, that's how you take your machine apart and put it back together after you've had a shred. And what you can do is you can just back up a couple stitches and then re-thread your machine and pick up right where you left off. Thanks for watching.